My friend Timbaland is here. Rosenberg's here. Give it up for Timbo.
Timbo.
On the program.
What's going on?
So they say Timbaland's coming through, and then he shows up and he got some other cats. Who are these other cats, bro?
Oh, it's Blaze and Tweezy. You know
And what do they
I'm
do?
saying?
Y'all rap. Y'all
Yes,
rhyme.
sir.
Oh,
Yes,
okay. Well, then let me get mine.
Getting the bars ready? Oh, okay. Got the now DJ Ebro. Deej bro.
Loops. Y'all got bars. Y'all got gas. Like, it goes. You go.
They're nodding their head ready.
You
They
goes?
ain't about to. They ain't.
Timbo, grab the mic, bro. So while I have you here, we gotta cover off on a couple things. This is your first time actually talking to Timbaland.
Yeah, I don't
yes,
think I've
Rosenberg?
ever, maybe at like an old WPGC birthday bash or something, but I haven't,
Wow.
I don't think I've ever run into you since I've been up here, man. The legend, one of the greatest producers of all time, man.
Wow, that's crazy, man. That is kind of wild.
Yeah, I don't think I've
Talk to
ever bumped
everybody
into you. So tell us, so what's the name? These guys a group? Are this is you keep saying they're the future. Tell us a little bit about
You
these
know,
guys.
what I mean is like you got to find new flavor for what's going on. What happened in 2008 ain't 2008 is old. I'm on to new. I'm on about building new ships, new everything, and this the future to me. Like Blaze is from Atlanta. Well, not Atlanta.
South Carolina, but I've been in the A for a
And
number of years.
his style just remind me of something that I seen before, but I can't pinpoint it. But it's just, I could see the development where he's going to go, not where he's at today. The same thing with Tweezy. Like, the pain in his voice and what he been through is real. You know what I'm saying? At 22. So it's like, I know where he's going. A lot of these people just need guidance.
Tweezy, where you from?
I'm from Florida.
Get in that mic. Say it loud and
I'm
proud.
from Florida, Palm Beach County.
Palm Beach County, Florida. All right.
It's very real.
Real.
It's very real.
Really real.
So we're gonna get to all of those things because we're gonna get some bars from them. But Timbo, we need you to grab the mic here, sir, so we can talk about the wonderful endeavors. I mean, obviously, your past, your history is something that's legendary, and everyone in hip hop is in love with everything that you contributed from. Obviously, Aaliyah, Timberlake, Hove. I mean, just everything, Missy, all of that.
Nas,
I mean,
Hove, Watch the Throne.
and even more recently, what you just linked Pusha T up.
Oh,
Now,
yeah.
Untouchable record, Flames.
Yeah, Push is the man. But Push always been dope, though.
Nah, but what you gave him, he came up here and we talked about it. And me and Push are like rap nerds, you know, and that beat that you deliver for him was different than anything I've heard from you before. It was almost like a traditional BPM, like New York sounding rap record. It was dope, man. It was just a different vibe.
I mean, to me, it's just that it's no different from what I normally do. It's just that everybody ears are just different. You hear different, you think different, and it's just you're not used to that no more. So when you hear it, you just be like, it sounds fresh. Everything is about timing and when you put it out. You know, and I feel like the timing was right. I feel like it was right at the cuffs of what's new. And I feel like you just got to go back and turn a couple pages and just blend in to a little bit of today with a little bit of old. And that's how that song came about.
In what ways you're still active? You sign new artists and things like that. For people watching this right now, I mean, you're a music supervisor with Empire, which is an amazing thing, right? So you kind of oversee all the music that is made in the show, or how does it work?
It's just really just overseeing it. They just get your opinion. It's like when it's a show, you got to hire multiple people to do music. I mean, it's not that I do all the music. I do some of the music, some slots that fits me more than others. And, you know, you got Neo, you got other people that they hire, but I oversee all of it.
Whose idea was drip, drop, drippity, drop?
That was in the script. It was like a part of the
Because I was like, I know Timbaland didn't do those. He didn't sign off on drip, drop, drippity, drip,
I
drip.
mean, I wouldn't.
People liked it, though.
People love it. I mean, it's one of them things that if you write the right topic, anything can match. You know what I'm saying? But the storyline, I learned doing TV, I learned about writers and film, you know, more. I was always into it, but I learned a lot this time. Like, it's all about how a person writes that make a person connects to a story. Like, you just got to have the right song to connect to that right part of the script. And that was important for that song.
And I guess in retrospect, the song fits the show.
Yeah.
Even if I made so many jokes about drip drop, drippity drop, but we played the song and people liked it.
Yeah, and if you weren't expecting that you were going to watch Empire and the kind of music that was being made, all of a sudden they're going to make a song that sounds like Resurrection by Common. Like that's not going to happen.
It was early in the show before we knew where it was going.
You got to understand, like the era of what y'all used to in music is over.
Yeah, it's gone. We
Like,
but we're not going straight
exactly. Like them days, like when people talk about, I be like, yeah, I don't even want them people around me. Like, cause I just don't.
Oh, that's why you don't call me back no more. That's why you don't call me
Too
back?
old.
I just evolve. I don't like when people try to talk to me about music. I'm like, music evolved the same way when we came in. Our parents didn't care for our stuff. Our stuff was corny too. You know what I'm saying? Like we had my neck, my back, eat my, that was corny.
Did you ever have, when you was coming up as a producer, I'm sure you did, but I would love to hear the story, you put out a beat, because some of your beats that you put out, I remember when Are You That Somebody came out, and the rhythm pattern on it, people second guessed that record.
They second guess everything, but it's just culture. Just like I was saying, like, just like I brought up that song, My Neck, it's like that's part of culture. At that time, things are just what goes on in small communities, and people just now get a part of it. So I felt like, Are You That Somebody, all that stuff I was doing around my peers, they thought that was dope. I just had to get it out to the masses, but everybody around me thought it was insane. So
What was it though that inspired you from like a drum pattern standpoint? Because it was different than what a lot of us had ever heard. Like you could hear a Timbo record like that. So many of them have like all that Aaliyah stuff from that era. Or not all. A lot of it was like that. These offbeat drum patterns, which were so crazy. What was the inspiration?
It definitely wasn't dancing, but it was more about like, just tricking people. Like if you do football, like if you run a juke move, it's like, okay, if I know you're going to bounce this way, I'm like, I want to make you go to the left. Like, oh, snap, I threw you. Oh, I made you trip. It's almost like basketball. Like, if you playing, like you dribble, bound, but then you got to put that little switch up in there. That's how I treat it, like sports.
So when you would originally do it, does that mean when you were doing it, you would hear the drum go in the traditional way?
Like people be bouncing. I'd be like, okay, I'm about to trip him up. I'm about to go to the left on. Like he'd be like, oh,
I ain't see
you know
that.
what I'm saying? Like
I
I'd be, you know what I'm saying? Like how you play ball.
You zagged when I thought you were gonna zig.
Yeah, so it's like basketball. Say, watch, he bobbing this way, but I'm about to bob this way. And then he'll go, man, you messed up the group. No, you just slow. Yeah. I just caught you slipping. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it as. And that's how I did it back then. Like, okay, I always wanted to be competitive, to make people do the opposite of what they was doing, but still be cool. So it was like that was the cool part, finding something that was off, that was maybe corny, but it actually was cool.
Well, let me tell you right now, as a DJ at that time, when I was first mixing on the radio, Timbaland, sometimes I wanted to come find you, like, bro, how the fuck am I supposed to mix this record? Some of those joints you had to be. I wasn't a good enough DJ. Like I knew DJs who were good enough to really get it right, but it took skill, man, to really make
real?
Oh yeah, a proper Timbaland record to make a blend sound good, so it doesn't have the extra drum.
And it wasn't early on. It wasn't enough to go with it. Right, so as a DJ, when you matching things up, somebody put out a new sound, you're looking for a way for it to fit
into all the groove,
right? Into a bunch of stuff
to get the pocket, the groove, the melodies.
Well, that's how that's how I used to know. Like Pete Rock, all them people. Like Pete Rock was one of my favorite producers back in the day. So it's like when Pete Rock was doing all his stuff, never matched up, and it's like Das Effects, Bum Diddy Bum, all that stuff was just dope.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. It just was complicated. It just made you think more when you're out there trying to work.
Even I think all the music back then was hard to mix. Like
it was.
Planet Rock, all the records, you just had to pick your time when to play them.
But so then you get Planet Rock, then you get looking for a perfect beat, then you get all this freestyle music that falls in line with it. Now you got a whole set of things that kind of could go together.
Right, but it takes time. Right, but it takes time.
It do.
You got to build a catalog.
It do take. I guess then once you start knowing BPMs and then everything.
Well, now they got computers. Well, he talking about the 90s.
Now it's easy. Now I could go. Now if you make a record that's 65 beats a minute, I can go find those, or I can just go find the 130. Find the 130 beats
You're right.
a minute.
To me, it's cooler now.
Yeah, you're right. Like people hate on the technology. No, that's way easier.
I think it's better because now, okay, yeah, we can all match beats. But who picks the best records,
right?
Exactly.
And who gets in and out of the records at the best times makes, you know what I'm saying? Because
so it's like chess now. It's like it's better. It's like it makes you.
Yeah,
think.
like anybody could be a DJ. You could blend. All right, cool, cute. You match the beats to be all right, cool. But who's on melody?
Exactly.
Who's on the right pockets, who gets in and out, who picks the right records at the right times. That makes the difference now.
It makes a major
Now,
difference.
it's a lot easier for everyone to get to be a 3, but it's much harder to stand out and be a 10.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I guess that's as you look at it. I guess.
Well, think about it, because every club you go to now, there's someone who has Serato. They have BPMs and they can match up.
Yo,
but Ebro's
fam,
right; it's way harder
I
now.
can
You
do a
gotta-
party on my phone. I have an app on my phone
It matches
I
beats,
know.
right?
Yeah.
that will match the beats, pick records, the whole thing, and I can play. And it comes with an adapter that I can plug into a real board sound system.
Yeah, I know about that. Yep.
And play a club from here.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And loop and sound effects, everything built into the app.
Yep.
And download other sound effects and create my own beats all in the joint
Yeah.
on my phone.
yeah, it's
But
wild. It's wild.
once again, who's gonna pick the best records? Who's gonna have the best loops and custom things? Who's gonna,
Exactly. So now it still come back to you still got to put the work in.
That's
It just
right.
make it just easier for you to do all your ideas, I guess.
Yeah. Nah.
So Timbo, you have a new tape out.
Yeah.
What's
yeah.
the title?
King Stay King.
King Stay King. And now on here is obviously your production, all your production.
Yeah, well, really the whole team, like Team Timbo, not just me. Just
Got it.
like I feel like in today's society, like just me doing beats is just that's easy for me. But what's hard is find the students who studied me. So I go out and look for everybody who I feel like been birthed by me. You know what I'm saying? Who really follow my style, and I just craft their style. You know what I'm saying? It's about building your empire. And I just go around and just build my team of producers that I feel that can't nobody see. And I feel like I just put them all around like Minority Report. So how I do it is like I got a screen in my house, it's like technology, and somebody could be in Germany. One of my producers stay in Germany, and I produce with him through Skype or FaceTime, and I can see his colors and move his stuff around and be like, no, put the kicks now.
Oh, so you could go into his Pro Tools or whatever he's
I can
using
go in, and move his stuff around.
and get on his effects and
Yeah.
do the whole thing.
Well,
That's
how
so
I-
crazy.
plugins
That's
and
so
everything.
crazy.
That's how I produce now.
So what he can share his screen with you.
Yeah,
And
like
once he
that's how I
shares the
do it all
screen,
my because I be having like about 1,500 beats on my phone, and I just go through them like pull this up, and I call them every producer like pull that up, move that snare, it might be pink, move that snare to this. Okay, let me go in there and tweak that thing. So I go. He said then he don't move his hand, and I go in his computer and tweak it.
how often do you sit there and produce a beat beginning to end, like every piece, cut it and everything yourself?
Well, you know, like how I produce now is like as I on the road. I do a lot on my iPad now. So how I do it now, I just take ideas that I might get each day, and then I go back and I take like about the end of the month, and I go into the studio, take all my ideas, and then I start to produce. Then I bring in all my the team, everybody, and I say, well, let me hear what you got, what you will say on this, or then I might say, oh, that's dope. And I just start piecing. To me now, it's like I piece stuff together. Like I like piecing great quality of stuff because you get so much bundle of great material, from lyrics to sounds. So you gotta like, for me, it's like, all right, I say, Blaze, do your part. Okay, we should tweak that. Tweezy, do your part. All right, I'm gonna put, now that they did all their parts, I tweak their stuff and move it around and then play it back for them and be like, nah, it don't sound right. My voice don't sound like this, or it don't. So it's almost like a learning as I build. So it's like, for me, it's like learning the new generation and being a teacher for the new generation too.
But also accepting and being open to their creativity.
Oh yeah,
at
just
the
let
same
them do
time.
it. Like, okay, hey man, that's what y'all think is dope. And
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
I
right.
think it could be this, but guess what? You only 23. You don't. I gotta wait till you get 28. Like with Future's now, from if you go back to Future music today to him now, it's a difference, and it's going to evolve. It's not going to evolve how Jay and Nas evolve, but that's their world. That's how they evolve. So we got to be acceptable to what music is today, and not be so judgmental. And people like, oh, they ain't saying nothing, they ain't talking about, but they are saying stuff to what they see every day in life.
My thing is, I be having a hard time. Obviously, they was playing me a record today. I be having a hard time to understand, like,
What they saying.
No. That's its own issue. Like Thug and all them, I have to study Young Thug and like follow along. Future not so much, but hearing the diversity in the music selection, the sonics, like it all starts to sound
One
the
thing.
same, and I'm like, there's no melodic deviations, sonic, the drum choices, like
Cass will play him a record and be like, "Yo, this is a hit in the club," and Ebro just kind of be like, "Why? Why that
I
one though?
can't
Because
hear
it's hard
why.
to hear the
Like it don't sound no different than the last
exactly.
10.
And it's like the snare be the same, but it's just what gets them going. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna understand it. Just
See,
like,
but I think sometimes, and we all do it, our palate is conditioned to hear things and understand certain things. It's always been like that. Like some people would love Jay Dilla. Anything Dilla put out, they love it, right?
Exactly.
And I would be like, that sounds like the last Dilla joint. So some people love anything Premier makes. I'd be like, this is me, right? I like to hear a producer that can be diverse in not only their drum selections, but their melodic selections, their pattern. Like I like diversity. That's just me.
Yeah.
So even today, when you hear 20 records that all sound the same, my mind goes against that. Because that's too easy for me to just like all these things that sound the same. But that's just me. A lot of people, that makes them comfortable. Because when they get a bunch of things, like we were saying earlier, DJs, they get a set of things that all sound the same. And now I've made you feel like you was listening to one song for the last 45 minutes. It never went down. It never went up. It was cool the whole time.
Yep.
It was all hits, right? And it didn't deviate.
But that's a
from
lot
the
of
pattern.
clubs. I feel like that's a lot of clubs right now. Is a consistent sort of bounce as opposed
I know
to.
what you're saying, but it just it's no rhyme or reason to nothing
know,
when we talking
I know,
about.
it ain't-
It's like
it ain't.
it's
It
just
is.
like it just evolution of the world.
Yeah.
And it's like you'll kill yourself trying to figure it out. You just got to say to yourself, all right, I'm listening to 3 songs that sound like this. That's enough. I'm gonna go to this part.
Well, and I'll be looking for, you know what it is? And I also be looking for producers to be like, no. Like you said, you came in the game, you was like, oh, everybody bouncing this way? Well, now I'm going to bounce you this way.
Yeah, no one does
I'm looking
that.
for a
No one
producer to be like, oh, everybody going this way? I'm going this way, right?
Yeah.
And I don't think we get enough of that
but
risk.
okay, I think it is out there, but it's like
It
you got the problem is
The DJs don't take the risk. The radio
Exactly.
don't take the risk.
There you go.
All of that. All of us. Like even me, where it'd be like, I could put this record on. Just like I said, it sounds like these last 5 records. I know people gonna like it. That's the easy way.
but see, nobody wants to take the hard way. Everybody say they
Yes,
want us
you're
to
right.
do it, but nobody ain't gonna play it.
Are you-
Like if I
right.
come in here with a record that's so different, ain't nobody gonna play. I'm like, well, do y'all ask me to do this?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
like, come on, man. Like it's like a give and take. But then you be like, you want it, then you be like, man, and you feel out of place.
Yeah, where's your commercial radio record?
Yeah,
why,
yeah.
why does it sound so different?
These are the things that are working. Just make
Yeah,
more of
man,
these.
See, and then
I hate that.
see, so I'm just like I just be like it's too much. You can pick how it's so much to listen to. Like that's why mixtape's so big.
That's right.
That's why it's so big because it's like
People want diversity. They want
exactly.
their choice.
Yeah.
And what producers out there have blown your mind?
Well, I don't think we have producers anymore. I think we have great programmers.
Talk
Beat-
about it.
right,
Talk
right.
about it. Talk about it.
I think that we
Talk
have
about
great programmers that like I think beats are not made by like how we used to do them. I think they come as a package, as a loop, and it's for you to figure out which program to run it through, to trick it out, and to make something that once was be something totally different. Well, that's how I look at it now. I take patterns, layers, and blend the colors. Like the beat making has changed. It's not the same no more. People don't even know how to make their own snares anymore.
What were you on? Were you on an
I was
MP?
on it. I'll still do the ASR, and I do the
ASR.
computer too.
Okay, and you were always ASR?
Yeah. You didn't mess with MPC at all.
Nah, I didn't mess with the MPC, but I
Because
do.
you like to be able to jump between
Yeah.
a loop and a keyboard. Because a lot of people know
Exactly.
you like to play the sounds, figure out
yeah,
the
like
bass
figure out
line.
the melodies and stuff like the. Even though you could do it on the MP, but I just felt like I guess it was a tricky for my mind. I need to see the white keys, not a pad.
What did you think of Dilla?
Dilla was dope. Like he was a SP 1200 type of guy, and an MP.
And
but
MP, yeah.
you could tell it. You could tell through the sounds and how the swing of the bounce.
Did you guys ever meet or no?
No, I never met him.
Because you guys are two of the most revered drum programmers of all time. Dilla's drum, like Kanye came in and said like the one thing he could never get from Dilla that he's always tried to figure out was how Dilla's drums got so dirty. Like Kanye could
But that's
never
that
get the same
machine.
dirty.
That's the
machine.
SP12.
That's
Right.
the SP12.
And being able to manipulate your machine the right way.
Yeah. Then see now it's like how do you manipulate your Fruity Loops? How you manipulate your Logic? How do you manipulate your Cubase? All these different
Right.
push. You know what I'm saying? So much machine. And I feel like now it's all about programming.
This is me watching from the outside, feels like a lot of these engineers are almost like producers for the programmers, because you have engineers that are sitting in some of these studios that work with specific programmers that make these guys appear like they're producing records when the engineer is the one really putting icing on the cake for them.
Yeah, that's what's going on a lot these days because the generation today don't. That's why they don't know about mixing, and they don't know the in depth of what it could possibly be. But it's all about growth. Once they keep hearing their stuff, they'll be like, the same thing with me. It's like, I'm like, all right, I'm tired of the same old. But you know, once a kid, I mean, they just live in life. I look at it like it's evolution of the world. It's like I feel like Metro Boomin, he'll change eventually. You know what I'm saying? That's the point. Will you change, or will you
evolve?
evolve? Or will you stay in place? And if you stay in place, everybody who stay in place usually fall off. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's really the key. Once you get popping, or once you get a little recognition, is to take that recognition and turn it into like a legend. Like, oh, wait a minute, I need to pay attention to this dude.
When was your biggest as a producer? You went from obviously working with Missy and working out of Virginia and doing all that, and y'all started really cranking. When was the time it was the most challenging evolution for Timbaland that you recall in your mind, where you were like,
you know, like for me, if I, you know, we didn't have Instagram back then, but if one person be like, if I hear like 3 people's like, oh man, he got that beat, that double tap, I'm like, okay. All I need to hear is Too Bad. Like, man, he do the same beat. Okay, watch this. Then I came with Can You Get Freaky? Then I came with the guitar arpegiation. Then everybody wanted to flip their arpeggiations and want to do different things. Then I came with the bass line, try again, mess people up, man. I was like, I'm always trying something. Because once I got the stage, I got your attention. I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to show you how it's going to do. Even though when you got a sour face, you're going to find a groove in one of my, because I got the feeling, I got the soul in my music. It's a difference. Like, I don't just do it for, it's got swag and it got feeling. So it's like, it's a difference. We can lose the swag, but if you ain't got that feeling in it, it's over.
Let me tell you, when you go through this man's production discography for the year 2002, you know, there's so many.
Read some title.
It's just so. First of all, it's just an endless.
He
amount.
don't. By the way, I hit Tim all the time on the text, and he's gracious enough to hit me back. He don't even like talking about 2002.
No, I know.
He hates
But I'm just
it.
saying, it's just incredible. I'm not even gonna worry about.
I try to rebuild every year. Like, I pick it. Like,
Wait, Timbo, real quick. Just give me a couple titles, just for the people.
Well, I Care for You, Aaliyah was that year. Missy, Work It was that year. Jay-Z, the bounce joint off Blueprint 2. Past That Dutch. Jump Off. Lil' Kim.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, literally, I'm picking though.
That brought Lil' Kim back.
The list is so
People
long
forget
that I can't really. It's just incredible to see the level about it. Yo, you know, it was a great joint. I'll Be Around, CeeLo Green.
yeah.
That joint was tough.
Wasn't that was CeeLo's first solo single, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
Yep. That was his first single.
But see, that's when everybody wanted something different. The world was ready for, like,
Don't forget what he did for LL.
Headsprung.
Headsprung.
Yo, can I tell you something? Real talk. I love the beat. I hated that record.
Yeah, no. Well, his rhyme is kind of a no dish. I love LL. Sorry, but it's not. That's not my favorite.
I told LL before. I was like, I didn't even know what you were saying.
But that beat.
Nobody ever called you Big Ellie.
They called me Big.
That never happened. Where was
See, that's the problem that make y'all old. That make people like the 90s old, and you be like, man, get from around. Like, we don't even think like that. Like, people don't even judge. Like big. It's like, it's all about the swag, and that's what I love about the kids now, man.
They
like,
don't care.
They don't be like, what? Like, you corny for just pointing it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's corny for you pointing it out.
Hey,
like,
listen, we're from the bars era. It is what it is.
But who
They
to
call
say?
me corny all
but
the time.
but think about it. Who was to say those bars? Like, I go to him, he might say, what you think is bars to them, they might say, that's not bars.
I know. Guess what?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
usually I'd be right. But I hear what you're saying. No, I mean.
So it's like, it's like, you know, like, it's like we really are in the new generation.
Now, there's swag rap. Let's keep it real.
There's a lot of swag rap.
It's a lot of swag rap. But bars is still bars. There's
nobody
Not nobody. Because Pusha wouldn't be successful if people didn't still care about bars.
There's a lot of people who don't care about bars. That's one conversation. There's making songs, and then there's having bars. Sometimes they go together.
Sometimes
right.
A lot of times they don't.
A lot of times.
So
No,
Songs consist of a little bit of bars.
Yes,
And a lot of swag.
A lot of swag. Usually a chorus, like a lot of pieces. No, you're right.
Exactly.
That's how you. That's how
And
you.
by the way, that's always been true. Like that should be pointed out. Some of the great lyricists of all time: Cheeto XL, Rascats,
B.I.G.
Like no, but I mean guys.
flavor.
Like Jay and
For real.
Biggie, the one who got the ingredients down.
Well,
to
he
a
got
science.
it right.
Hove.
And Biggie.
Yeah, and Big, yeah.
But some of those
Rakim.
Rakim
got it.
Like
They know
Dope
how
and
to-
Big Daddy Kane.
But they know how to walk
Cool
you
G
into
rap.
the song. Like you listen to their bars, they'll walk you into the song. Like you walk.
Yeah.
Then they'll hit you with some bars and let you know it's real. Then they'll ease up on you a
Yeah.
little bit, give
And
you
let
something
you-
to sing along
exactly.
to. You know what I'm saying? They know how
They
to.
said like I think Jay and Biggie said kind of like the blueprint. Then you had What's Love, Fat Joe. Then you start having songs like people taking, and that's when music became like, oh, okay.
Yeah, pun was very good at it.
pun, and everybody like, and then everybody like, okay, this how you do radio records. Okay, you give a little bit of this versus a little bit of that.
Kanye's great at it to this day.
Yeah.
Kanye,
You know, he'll repeat a line that everybody gonna say.
Yo, Kanye's incredible because he'll do a song with no real chorus, and the chorus is just things he says. Because everyone, we want prenups. I mean, he'll have just lines that everyone
That's what
says.
he's pointing out. It's a part of culture.
Right.
Yeah.
Grabs that culture and puts it in.
Yeah,
there.
and that's why you gotta look at Homeboy now. He got it. Drake got it. He the king.
Yeah.
He got it. He
Drake.
doing everything that the people done in the 90s, but flipping it in a cooler way. I gotta agree. I watched. I said this dude doing everything, but he really studied it.
Yeah.
He really studied it and flipped it to this generation.
Yeah.
And I'm like, God dang. People need to pay attention to him because the way he do his business and the way he doing it is so, it's on point. And if you just gotta just pay attention and move how he move. And that's the beauty about the 90s, because back then, everybody paid attention to everybody. Like Big and Jay, they always stay like Big will play something, Jay will play something, and it's like it was a study group.
Have you ever seen? Do you think Drake is on potentially the greatest run of hits we've ever seen in hip hop?
Because he knows how he
But like
studied.
his time, what is we
Yep.
talking about? 6 years he's been running hits.
His greatest hits is already as long as
That's
Ho's
what we done.
probably.
You guys had how long was your run?
Our run's been like we'll do like for me, I'll do 6 years, take a break, another 6 years, take a break.
So you think 6 years is that?
Yeah, like if he can make it, if he, like he gonna everybody takes a dive period. It's how you come out of the dive period.
Yeah.
So we haven't seen, and he has that dive period. It's just that he knew how to manipulate it and come back around to where you never
Well, his
felt that.
collab game has been crazy.
That's what keeps
He'll
him
jump
alive.
on a remix to
because he
whatever.
gonna know what's hot. Like if Blaze become hot, Blaze the hottest new thing. Drake gonna do a song with Blaze. He know what to do. He's smart.
He may or may not return your phone call 6 months later, but he will do the song. Now, what about the song that you guys, was that record that you guys did at the beginning, the only one that you did?
And that's how I knew he was gonna be big.
What was that record called again? We used to play it all the
Say
time.
something.
Say something.
I'm gonna tell you what I knew he was gonna. That's how, because he said, "Man, I'm almost done with it." He said, "I gotta make sure it's precisely what, because the beat's saying so much. I gotta make sure that it gives the. And when he's just to him talk like that, I was like, oh man, this kid's gone.
Yeah.
He's out of here."
And can you imagine? That was real early. Would you like to get another chance with him? Because that was early. Like
Yeah.
he's only a quarter. He was only a quarter of the way
Yeah,
to where he was
now,
going to
but
get.
now we ready. Now we ready. We had a talk like about a week ago. We had a talk.
Think it might be something. Might be something.
No, he ready. He ready. He definitely ready. He ready to go somewhere else.
So Tim, I want for the young people watching and listening right now that I hear that are producing, writing songs. Missy and yourself, when you guys came up in the game, did something at the time. It was explained to me was unprecedented, which was that you guys did not sign a publishing deal, and that you kind of you didn't take any money up front, right? As far as your publishing, you just paid companies to go collect your publishing. So you still own
the
all
publisher,
of your music, which
Yeah.
is something that at the time in the 90s, people was like, yo, Tim and Missy not even signing. Like people was really trying to talk.
Well, like we back then it was like we had you had admins, you had pub, but it's just like it's really a pub and all that stuff is based on is really betting on yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's really like you have a bank, you have made your mark. It's like going to Bank of America and I can always get loans because it's your money. You know, at the end of the day, if you take out $5 million, you gotta make that back as they collect on your stuff. So you know what I'm saying. So it's like you just a bank with a.
But you never did that.
Because I wanted to bet. I could have bet high. I mean, I have took times where I have betted high, but I said, you know what, I'd rather just keep all my stuff and take a low cut, like $100,000 or something like that, and then constantly make the money. Then when I want to go hit them up for something else, I hit them up. You know, I kind of did it on based.
Control.
Yeah, I did it on based on. I ain't want to be. It's almost like checking your ego. You gotta check your ego at the door, and it's like you gotta just do it. It's almost like being a smart businessman. It's like I was very smart at publishing. I never went over the top, you know, unless I say, okay, this is it. You know what I'm saying? I'm done, or I pace. Unfortunately, God always gave me the right know-how to pace my life. You know what I'm saying? I never took too much, never took too little. I took just enough to survive for my family and to live a cool lifestyle and
not be greedy.
Yeah, and that's the things like that people I try to teach people is it's your money. I mean, but at the end of the day, when you go broke, you went broke. You know what I'm saying? Because you mismanaged the fund. It's like when you get paid at a job, you ain't gonna go spend it. You gotta pay your bills. It's the same thing. It just the only difference is we just don't clock in or we move at our own pace. You know what I'm saying? That's the only difference. But it's still the same responsibilities. You got to make sure you pay your taxes out of it, because if not,
which is kind of a pain. Which actually people don't realize is a more difficult thing about an artist's life.
You know what I'm saying? You got to make sure, and people just, you know, it's just a lot to it. It's not all fun and games. You know, of course, it's a regular job. You need the right accountants, the right people, and you got to stay up on that. You know what I'm saying? That's a job in itself.
Will we see a full blown Missy return? It feels like that's like we've been waiting for that to happen. And that could be huge. It seems like everyone's always waiting for her.
Well, I feel like it all depends on her. You know what I'm saying? Like, understanding this new generation and this way of music, it could be frightening on a lot of people. It is very scary. It is different. The way your thoughts, how you used to think about putting out records, there's no longer no more. You just got to get acclimated. And I think once she gets acclimated to what the times are, I think she'll be all right. But it's just like, you know, it's everybody. Like a lot of people, oh, I ain't getting no Snapchat. Then you're not up on society. You're just not. I'm just saying, you're just not.
But you can't hope to get it right with the music if you're not paying attention.
You got to know what's going on, because everybody don't go listen. Nobody listens to the radio. Y'all don't listen. They don't listen to the radio. No. Like they get their music from.
No, they only know us from seeing videos on YouTube. No one ever.
Like that's the whole point. Like nobody. Like that's the generation. That's how music says. It's like it's a whole different ball game. And if you're gonna do music, you need to be in the know of what people in society follows. Instagram, Snapchat, that's how people get to hear your stuff. It's no longer going on, turning on, dropping, you know, whatever used to happen on radio. That just don't exist like that.
Tim, where's Magoo at? What's really good with Magoo though?
He took his money to real estate.
Really?
Yeah.
And you guys still cool?
Yeah, he brought up.
They family.
Yeah, we brought up.
You guys are legit family?
Not legit, but you know, we grew up together.
But they can't help but be cool. It is what it is.
Yeah, so like, you know, they took their money, you know.
Did anybody ever come up to you at the time and go, you know, Magoo sounds a lot like Q-Tip, bro?
I mean, he got the whole thing. That's what I'm saying. The 90s.
You couldn't do that. In the 90s was a whole different.
Yeah, like people were so the criticism was real.
Whew.
And
yo,
that's
can
why
you explain that to young people how in the 90s,
but see, to me it's like it was so bad for me, because it's like a lot of stuff I had that I'm like, man, I ain't gonna play this. People gonna think it's corny. Now I play it, they the biggest records. Yeah. Like if I could put Big Pimpin' away. If Jay wasn't a diverse type of guy, I won't play that beat for him. I would have just saved it. You know what I'm saying?
Because it was weird. It was different.
Yeah,
at the time.
I know. I'm like, you don't know. Like that's what in my head. He don't know.
Jay is musically.
He's very musically inclined. He gets everything. So he knew what it was. He knew what he could do. He knew once you got him right here, Jay's that type of person. I'm gonna make you go like this, and all in one take.
Were you? This is gonna sound random, but I'm curious. Were you disappointed with what happened with Miss Jade? Because she was dope.
I think I'm not disappointed. Nothing. I think women just got it hard in general. You know, you really got to show that you more than just a woman. That's why Nicki's Nicki. Nicki put up with everything. They
They tried to tear her down. How many times they tried to tear her
I
down?
tried
she
myself
just-
and
she-
failed.
She's the best. She's the best, not because of music, but because of who she is as a woman.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get over on Nicki Minaj. She fits in. She deserves to be on the stage with Beyonce. She proves that. And it's not about, people understand, it's not about your music. It's about your adversity through life.
So are you saying that there could have been more to fight through that Jade wasn't ready to go
Yeah,
through?
I mean, women have it hard.
Yeah.
Lauryn Hill, Missy will tell you, it's just hard.
Even Tink right now
Yeah.
fighting for her slot.
Yeah, it's hard. You know what I'm saying? And it just takes time, and you got to keep doing it.
What about sorry, last one I got to ask from the past, but Bubba Sparks gets like, he ends up being a bit of a punchline. You guys had two albums that were awesome, and he was pretty dope. Like, I feel like people kind of tease, but there was some really good different music you guys.
I think that everything we did, the world doing now, especially with like country hip hop or country pop, we did that back then with Deliverance. But the difference with like everything, people don't. The talent is one thing. It's the adversity that life throws at you. Can you handle?
And what you threw out, you said timing too.
Yeah, and
Timing.
like Bubba just couldn't handle the success at the time. A lot of people can't handle success. They want it, but they can't handle it. And we see that all the time. People be like, man, what happened? It's just, you never know until you become hot. And when you become hot, you be like, wait a minute.
This is a lot.
Exactly. And you be like, well, I got, this is a part of being a boss.
Even like Nelly Furtado. Nelly was out of here. And at a certain point, she was like, I want to start a family. I'm good. Peace, dude.
Exactly. Like,
I'm good.
now-
Fortunately, she
good.
made so much money though.
Yeah, but she-
thanks to you. You played a big part in that
Yeah,
too.
she just raised her daughter. I mean, that's
Yeah.
it.
She good, though. Chilling.
Yeah.
She good with that.
I was hoping
I
we'd
checked
mention
on her. You know, I had to
that
go on.
record.
Woo.
That record was a smash. And bro, I mean, real quick, the Justified album, one of the best produced albums of the last 20 years. Was there communication between you and Pharrell on that album, or was it just everyone contributed their parts and
Well, you know,
that's that?
well, me and Pharrell, like that's family. So it's like, it wasn't like we always talk. Like, you know, he said, man, I'm Justin, you know, but Justin reached out to me. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like Pharrell, like I didn't do that. It was more like Justin wanted that sound. He's from Tennessee. He just wanted that Southern sound. And that's how that came about.
That album, I mean, to go back and forth between Timbaland and Pharrell is so bonkers,
not even fair.
and it fits so well together. Even though both of you sound like signature
Yeah.
Pharrell and Timbaland.
Yeah, it's a cool concept. Like but it just shows the home team style. That's all it really shows.
Man, Virginia,
Yeah.
a lot of stuff from Virginia.
Yeah, it really do.
So look, for this interview, obviously, V. Bozeman, an artist that you really active with right now, amazing vocalist. She was on Empire. You guys put out some amazing. It was a Smile record.
Yeah.
That, we hit a couple of times that I like. You have a bunch of other artists outside of these gentlemen right here that you're working with as well.
Yes.
And they're coming under what? How? Like, is it under Team Timbo? Is it a label? What is it?
No, it's under Mosley with Team Timber, but I'm doing something totally different. I'm trying to like make it like a university. You know what I'm saying? Like really like some Professor Charles kind of type of thing. Like showing the future of like how you do music, showing them how to do music, not just putting out just music. I want to have a school. Like,
You're trying to raise them right.
yeah, you know, let them still be what they do, but show them like, and you still popping at 26. It's like, okay, we got to change. And what do you think you got to change? You know, like say both of them, they popping around 28, 29, right? I ever sit down and like, we can't do the same type of music we were doing. Y'all can't. Y'all 29 years old. Like, we can't talk about the same thing. And then they'll probably be like, you're right. And that's the difference. We don't have guidance. I want to be like, you know, the person. I don't want to control what they do or tell them what they do, because guess what? They know their peers. I don't know it like that. I'm learning it as I go in the rim of it. So I just be like, okay, you got them. Every artist has to evolve, but evolve into your time. So eventually I'll tell them as they get older, we 4 albums in and the world loving them, we can't do the 5th album like this. We have to now change. Here's where music gets hard, because now we have to start studying where you've been at, what have you been through, what have your life took you from that point on to this point now. And, you know, and that's what you write about. So I want to be a person that go in, that don't be so superstar but I go and really talk to people. I want to kind of be like how Martin Luther King is, but to music. You know.
I want to get some bars from these cats. I'm gonna get some music together.
Get the beats ready,
They say
bro.
they rap. They say they rap. They say they rap.
Too much.
Go ahead, that's you. See, bro, in the morning, introduce yourself.
Whoa.
Team Timbo is here.
I go by Peace. I go by Tweezy. You heard me? The chosen one. Love. Okay. Public highs and living pockets hurting and I need it urgent. I'm far from perfect. Hold up. Can I curse?
Yeah,
Yeah,
go
you
ahead,
good, man. Go in.
Word. Yeah. Go to work. Yeah.
Public highs and living pockets hurting and I need it urgent. I'm far from perfect, fuck who judge me, their opinions worthless. My struggle real, you can tell it when I spit my verses. Eviction notices, took showers with this detergent. Hold up, let me get it to him. Hold up, it's out the dawn too. Hold up, look, get it how you live, that what I was taught. You gotta piss the real off to get your point across. The devil was an angel, my granny was a gangster. I murder whatever. The simple minded couldn't did this shit with a shovel. I'm advancing, I can hear it when I listen. The comparison is despicable. I'm on another level. Nobody do it better. Too clever. You want it? Oh, he keep going. I keep going.
We gotta go out there.
What's
We
up?
can switch it up though. Whoa.
Switch on flavor.
Real flavor. Real flavor.
Come on, D, bro. They bringing the bars. You got the beats or what? Or not?
Wait.
I can still go out, but I ain't tripping. I really freestyle. This ain't nothing.
Go ahead.
All right, go ahead while he finds another one.
Serve it. Yeah. Okay. Steph Curry for Trey. Whoa, I'ma jump it like Clay. I jump it like Blake. Ooh, DeAndre or Dr. J. Okay. Yeah. Rich game parquet. Okay. Yeah. Ooh. Nigga, I got butter. Whoa. Okay, nigga, I got cutters. Ooh. Okay, nigga, I got junkies. Oh, I was sleeping in the room with the. Oh, hold up. Ooh. Real freestyle shit. I'm with a freestyle bitch. Hold up. Yeah. I'm with Tweezer. Got Tweezer with me. He from Florida. I'm from South Carolina and Georgia. Ooh. You got him?
I'm gonna pass it to me.
Ooh, now pass
okay.
the rock.
Love.
Okay.
Half of the time I be going out the loud.
Yeah.
Half of the time I be going out the round.
Half of the time.
Most of the time.
Most of the time. I like that most of the time.
You like that?
Yeah. Most of the time I got hoes. Most of the time I'm with my bro. Most of the time I can pull up with a foe.
Okay.
Most of the time I pour up in that cup, double cup, butter cup. I got the butter. I can stir it up. Pancake, nigga. Flip it, whip it, sip it, zip it. It's gone in a minute. Hold up. Deliver it. Sign and seal it. Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
Got him. Ooh. Hold up. Seal it. I got him. Ooh. Got him. Hold up. I got him. Ooh. I got him. Hold up. Okay. Zan bars, peas, activist, double. My cup stay muddy. Ooh. Blaze serving. I'm from Carolina. Ooh. Back then I lied in Alabama. Ooh. I had to switch it to the gas bag. I saw that dummy nothing some swag bag. Ooh. Yeah, okay, I know my cash fat. Matt Black. Man, come on, man. I ain't gotta come up here with no written bars, man. I go out there, man. I ain't tripping. Come on, get him.
Okay.
Ooh.
That K-Dot?
Slow it down.
The pain. Slow
Real
it down.
shit.
Slow it down.
Give him that pain, please.
Okay. Look.
Feel it. Oh.
My pain, my struggle, my hard time, my trouble. Daddy left the house early, so my mama had to suffer. My cousins, they gone, they cruising in the wind. I'm in the situation, I can't lose, I can't win. This thug shit, this street life, I love brain cases. These hoes, they slimy. My family two-faced, my friend, they love me. Whenever I do favors, but when I can't come through, they be like, I'll see you later. The streets, the beef, that nigga last week followed the wrong crowd. Some niggas put his ass to sleep. The drug, the thugs, all this shit in my community. Some niggas leaving this motherfucker before they make it to see puberty in my plane.
Hey, I feel the pain. You hear me? I feel the pain.
This is my kids, yeah.
I feel the pain. That's real shit.
Okay.
They wanted to rap. They rapped.
No.
They did.
No. I noticed when I slowed it down, Timbo. That's when he got real. The up tempo. It was playing around. It was good. It was good.
They was having fun.
It was good. It was good though. But when y'all come with the reason I threw on the up tempo joint because that could tell me if you could really rap, you rap or not.
But that was also a good lesson, Ebro, on what Tim was talking about, which is that they have bars, but they also swagged it out. You gotta add. You got when you hear a song, music
I
should
need
come
both.
at it.
Look, y'all call me old, played out, corny, and all that shit. I need both. I need both.
I did.
I need both.
They can't.
I like all types of flavors.
It's flavor.
I
It's
did.
flavor.
Cause rhymes, real rhymes don't never go away. When we get to this
No,
microphone,
they never go away.
Never go away.
But I just love, like, you know, you got.
It was a pleasure to meet you, gentlemen.
I appreciate
You know,
it.
hopefully,
Nice
I'm gonna
meeting
see y'all
too,
around.
man.
It's
Real
my
shit.
brother right here. He will take care of y'all. Now, before I let you go, this backpack
Yeah, what-
situation.
Timbaland, what's up with the
Sub
backpack?
What is this?
Sub Pack. It's
What
called-
is that?
it's- my new name is SP Timber.
Wait, so explain it. Grab
Talking to the mic.
It don't even want to grab.
Take your headphones off. This is the future. I'm changing. This is all.
All right, so what?
I did.
Rosenberg, narrate what's happening right
All right,
now.
so
You gotta try this on.
he's gonna here. I'll try on the backpack. They're
All
gonna
right.
bring me a backpack, a sub pack.
Stop. See, you're showing your age. Now, don't do that. Don't
Oh,
like
man.
Your backpack. Your
All
sub
right,
pack.
so this is
Sorry,
like
sorry.
it's like a spinal
36, I'm really
massage. It's
showing
like a
mine.
spinal
Real
massage.
life.
What is this? What happened?
I don't know. I think I'm a fly.
Look, you are never gonna listen to music the same.
Free.
Okay.
It's on tight.
I ain't gonna lie, that shit
You have to have
really
it
is.
on tight?
That,
Like,
yeah, that
it's gonna
shit
make
for
you
real.
hear everything. You know how when people invite you to the studio, there's no longer. I can tell you be in your house
Yeah.
and you go.
I'm hearing beeping. I'm hearing beeping.
You go to the studio, you gonna feel like you.
That shit hard, bro, for real.
So this is like back in the day when you used to get in a car and people had all the speakers around you and it felt like your whole seat was rattling and your body
I don't
was
hear
a,
music yet. Don't
was a
kill me.
part of
Don't
the
hurt
whole.
me now.
Is that what? Is
Don't
that
hurt
what?
me now.
Is that,
Yeah,
am I,
like you just feel it. You
so
feel
the
it.
so the backpack you feel the music is what you telling me.
You feel everything.
Should I
What-
strap in? I mean,
Other
this is-
than, but see, you can't just say I feel everything because other than the music, I may not want to feel.
No, but I'm saying like you know what I'm saying.
Like you gotta talk clean to me, bruh. Like I,
Okay, you know how you go to the studio, you want to play it loud.
Yeah.
That's over.
Okay.
So which one you play it loud?
Because you gonna feel it.
Exactly. So I could be in the studio. You know how people play? It comes big speakers.
Yeah. Nah.
This is.
I'm getting there. Hold on. It required a quick change.
What happened?
He just gotta plug it in right.
He wants to do it right. He's wiring it up.
Oh,
You could do because you could do wireless or wired.
So is this? Do I have to charge this? Batteries are like
Yeah,
that?
you just charge it up for like about 2 hours.
You,
and then
in the
lasts.
house, just
Yeah.
whatever.
Yep, in the house. I got.
All right, don't help. Just
Can I use my
easy. This
Mophie
is
charger
crazy.
to charge it? Can I charge it like a
Yeah,
mobile?
man,
You know, like you
it's
charge
all
your
good.
phone.
It's
Can I
all
do that?
good, Yup.
Hey, he like that shit too. He like that shit.
Don't look at his
Like
face. He look
that
like he's shitting on
I don't know
himself.
what you're saying. Literally can't hear a word you're saying.
He like that shit.
That's crazy.
He like that shit.
Rosenberg has on the sub
You'll never
pack.
be the same. Look, you can't. Rosenberg, can you come
Yo.
up? Look, you cannot talk to me. Look, you smiling.
It's taking me back. It's taking me back to be
To
my
like when
boy
you're in a
Justin's
car.
car. His
That's
old
what I'm
Saab in the backseat of the Saab with the
Hey, this
system.
shit, it sounds amazing, though.
It sounds incredible.
So it's like being in a car. It's like being in one of those big sound cars, like back in the day.
It's really like you're in someone's whip with the illest system turned up with the. It's
I'm buying everybody's house. I'll tell you, we go
Yeah.
home, baby. Especially you. I'm
Did.
going immediately.
So let me ask you this. Wait, look,
Yeah.
Timbo's so hyped. Look at him. Look. So, what's your name, sir? Freestyle. Get near the microphone here for me. You work for Sub Pack or you work with the home?
Tim's DJ. You saw me at the Justice
Okay,
show.
but I didn't. That don't mean nothing. You might- This might be a new endeavor. I don't know.
I got you. Don't worry about it. I got you.
I don't know. So, introduce yourself to the people watching.
Freestyle Steve, Timbaland's DJ official. You know.
Yeah, you've been with Timbaland a long
Oh
time.
yeah, since 02, 01, one of them.
This Sub Pack is available
Guys
for
from the
purchase.
It's not out yet. It's
Okay.
these are the demo packs. We just bringing them around, letting everybody feel them, and the same way Rose just whoo. That's
Yeah.
what happened. I can tell you about it, but it's not the
But
same
it's an
thing.
it's
until
a
you-
music
It's a
experience.
music experience.
So let me ask you this: will they be available like in stores, like, or is this something that's
Yeah.
being sold to? Tim, we on the radio. You got to talk in the microphone,
You
bro.
can DJ with them.
Yeah,
So you can
could
actually, so Rosenberg, like I did on the ship the other day, you can actually DJ with it. So you can plug it into the mixer and actually your mix, your scratch.
Oh, so that's
everything.
ill. So you can feel the bass like the people
Everything.
partying.
Exactly.
And
So I
so
got
your
the monitor.
experience as a DJ when
There you
you
go.
when you
Exactly.
bring the
You-
bass out and things like that, you catching all
Everything
that
is
better.
right here.
You
So you
catching
feeling
all that
everything.
better.
So everybody looking at you like, what the heck is he? And you ride. You
And your mix was do you feel like your mix was better because
better.
you had that feeling?
A whole lot better because now I feel it instead of the monitor
That's
right
right.
here. So I can just turn the monitor that way, the booth monitor that way, and just ride out
Cause you catching the bottom.
I'm catching my,
yeah.
catching my scratch, everything is just perfect.
Yeah.
That was crazy. That was very cool.
Yeah, it's perfect.
That first hit was like, whoa, we here now.
Yeah.
So imagine if you smoke a little
That's
something.
what I was saying.
Hey, that's what I wanted to say.
No, if you were just by
That's what
yourself.
I ain't want to get on the air. I was like, hey, that's what I really wanted to tell you. But when I said, hey, you said it without me. So there you go. Boo.
No, you know what I'm gonna tell you what they need, in my humble opinion. They need to take that and build it into the front side of an actual backpack, so I could just use it as my backpack.
That is coming.
There's
And I'm coming with the like, you know, where you have where on your phone, if you got Beats, if you got Sony, it's gonna play different on each thing.
That's dope, man.
crazy.
Very cool product.
This is the best thing smoking.
Trust me, literally smoking. I'm sure it's the best thing.
Trust me.
Talk about it. Yo, it's great to talk to you as always. Timbo, thank you for all
Ebro, is always a pleasure.
You're always a pleasure. Give it up for Timbaland.
I gotta play serving.
You got to play serve, and don't forget you got to play my other artist, Bryson Tiller. Sorry, not
Bryson
sorry.
Tiller
Oh yeah,
is
come on,
yours?
man. I got everybody, man. I just don't talk about it. I just be about it.
I didn't know Bryson Tiller was under
Yeah, I
y'all.
had, bro. Yeah, I got all
Well,
of them.
congratulations.
Yo, the
You better be
production,
rich again.
The production on Sorry Not Sorry, I was like, yo, somebody's in them drums.
That's me. It's me and my boy, the team Timbo. Yeah.
I didn't even know.
See you,
Ebro, congratulations. You played yourself.
I